All right, we are back with another episode of Barstool Backstage. I am Dante. I'm here with the one and only R3hab, who just flew in from
Los Angeles.
LA. Before that, he was in New York. Before that, he was
Miami.
He was out west before that in Vegas. This guy's just zigzagging across the country like crazy. You're also one of the most popular and most discovered artists on Spotify.
Yeah.
I read today. That's fucking incredible, man.
Oh, we can't say fuck.
Yeah. This is Barstool.
That's all I heard.
Yeah,
we can say
this
fuck.
isn't Sesame Street. This is Barstool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I mean,
It's nice, because being discovered means also, potential to build a new fan base. People are interested in the music, and it motivates you to keep making more music. So,
I mean, I don't know anyone that has done a better job at reaching artists or fans of all different artists than you. I mean, your remixes, that's how I came across you.
Mm-hmm.
Was like 2015, 2016. Is that when you really started blasting off? I mean, you've remixed everybody, at like literally everybody. Monster hits. Who I gotta ask you, who out of all those remixes, your favorite artist, favorite song that you've done?
I think Rihanna's very cool to remix, of course. There's a lot of cool ones. But also cool what you said, like, doing a remix for a K-pop band like the EXO, which is super popular, and then also doing a remix for a Japanese group, and doing a remix for Brazilian act. So it's like fun.
I mean, I wanna get into that a little later after like we tell your story, because I think you're so far ahead of the curve with all that. I mean, you kind of have been with your trajectory from the start. So for people that don't know you, how did this all come about? What was your start with music? How did you get interested in it?
I mean, as a teenager, always loved music, so started producing a little bit.
Self-taught, or did you have musical background?
No, self-taught, because I was just in a moment where software producing started becoming really popular, so you can just make music on the computer. Like 16, 17 years ago started. MP3s, streaming was just getting started, getting really big, and I sort of caught that wave. So with all the streaming portals, from SoundCloud to Spotify, I was all at the start of those. So yeah.
What turned you on to all that? Like who was an inspiration for you musically?
I mean, Calvin Harris, I think, did a phenomenal job for electronic music.
Great answer. I mean, probably the best to do it.
Yeah.
What's your software choice?
I started with Cubase, and then I switched to Ableton.
Nice.
Also did Studio One for a while. Ableton is the best, because for me it's the best, at least, because it works on a laptop, so it's easy on the road.
There you go. And a guy travels as much as you do. So do you do a lot of production while you're traveling?
I mean, I used to do more, of course, but with COVID, it gave me a big heads up for the next few years,
Right.
to be ahead of, how do you say?
Curve.
Ahead of the curve.
That's an American term. So it means you're like a trendsetter.
No, I don't mean trendsetter, because I don't see myself like that, but more like prepared for like what's next, like having a lot of ideas ready for the next few years.
That's a trendsetter.
Oh.
You're not following you're leading the way.
Let's see. I don't see it that way myself as a trendsetter, but
I do, and
Thank
and
you.
a lot of people do, and that's what counts, because I'm running the interview here. So, but let me ask you this: so, what was your 2020 like?
it was pretty good.
I mean, the world was shut down. What were you doing?
Catching up, a break for me at least. Catching up on some music. I made the best of it.
That's good. So,
2020, yeah. That
like
was.
songwriting, producing.
I mean, the first few months, just like we call it, like watching kat van de boom. Being like a cat in a tree, just watching what's going on. It's like a Dutch saying.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know how to translate it, but just observing, and then okay, it's gonna take longer than expected. Let's get back to work, in the studio.
So, what is your background? You are Dutch, but
No, both my parents Moroccan. That's
you live in the Netherlands, or you?
Born and raised in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And now spending time in Dubai.
Nice, great spot. Hard to get to, but great home base, right?
Actually, pretty easy, man. Cause
What's it, like 18 from here?
okay, yeah, the time is long, but there's direct flights.
Okay. Obviously, the Netherlands, the whole Dirty Dutch thing.
Yeah.
Was that kind of your catapult into the EDM scene?
I mean, that scene was already big in Holland before it like got big international. Chucky, of course, did a good job with that, and then Afrojack took it to the next level.
It's
And
your
like-
boy, right?
Yeah. So in 2009, 2010, he's like, let's do some music, release a song on his label, and then he took me on tour. I think in 2010 or 2011,
Which
and
was what we gotta drop the song Prutata.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking banger.
Thank you.
Did I pronounce it the right way?
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
it's not a word,
I know, but I can't pronounce your other one. The one before that, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Putata?
No, the one before it. Mr. Kraft?
Markerstift.
Marker strip.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad I finally got that from you because I've never been able to pronounce that. All right, so 2020, you're on the grind in the studio writing. When did you get back on the road? When were you able to get back on the road?
I mean, this is my first tour.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's my first tour. I did one show in September in Japan, and this is my first tour. I decided to wait a little bit, continue with the music, and also I wanted to come back at a nice moment, and I thought EDC was the right moment.
Damn. So you glad to be back?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. What'd you miss the most about live shows?
Ooh, I mean, of course, playing EDC is amazing. What I didn't miss was actually the traveling. It was quite heavy, and the rhythm, the sleeping rhythm.
Have you lost a step? That's an American saying.
What is meaning?
Like, are you not as able to fly spot to spot, play? Are you dragging a little bit?
I think it's not now.
Be a little
There's just
rusty?
more perspective,
Yeah.
like perspective of a good rhythm and a bad rhythm. Need to be a little more strict on flight times and places where to play.
So you just played one of the biggest festivals in the world,
Yeah,
EDC Las Vegas.
Mhm.
How was it?
amazing. It was fun to play back to back with Afrojack. I think the first EDC Vegas was 10 years earlier, so it was like 10 years exactly.
Oh, it was the anniversary set.
Sort of, yeah. I try to keep my expectations like average, but this was like well above expectations.
What are you looking forward to tonight?
I love Tao in general. The food, the people, the club, the organization. I like it. These guys do a good job in New York. They do a good job here in Chicago. They do a good job all over America.
What's the better venue, New York or Chicago?
I
It's a
actually,
loaded question, by the way.
I actually never played in New York in the Tao. Maybe like once. I play in Marquee. So
This is a dope
Th- th-
venue, though,
this,
right?
th- this is a nice venue. Yeah. I mean, even the restaurant looks phenomenal.
Yeah, they did an amazing
And
job.
I'm staying an extra day, so maybe I should come to dinner here tomorrow. So
Oh, you're staying here tomorrow?
yeah, I'm flying then out the next day.
Yeah.
Gonna catch up on my sleep.
You got to get some sleep first
Yes.
off. Tell us about the whole K-pop thing you got going on right now.
So, in the past, we did some remixes for some K-pop acts.
How did this come about? Did you foresee that whole thing blowing up, or did they come to you?
No, of course, I went to Korea a few times, so I already knew it was quite big. And I did produce a song back in the day for Two Girls of FX. And I'm just a bit familiar with the culture. And then got the remix EXO.
So you're kind of the EDM K-pop guy now,
I don't
which
think
is
that,
a great.
I don't think that,
title
but
to have.
I don't think that, but I'm enjoying it.
No, I mean it's like one of the biggest genres.
Yeah,
of
no,
music
but
right
but
now.
I like it. But I love Korea. Korea is phenomenal. Great country, great food, great events.
What about the label Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
How did this come about, and what are your plans for it?
So in 2015 or 16, I prefer to do something to build myself. I always feel like when you build yourself, you give a little more extra effort. I don't do too many releases from other people because I feel like I can't do a phenomenal job because I'm still focused on me. Slowly we'll figure a way out how to grow that, but it's not on the priority now.
Are you signing other artists?
I have a few artists I work with that I personally know very well. So we do some releases with them. But that's it. I'm not taking too much from the outside, but I feel like I can do a proper job.
What would you describe your sound as for people that aren't necessarily familiar with you?
That's a good question because I think it's just energetic, fun, positive. That's sort of what I'm aiming for. People to have a good time.
Coming up, what were some of the biggest obstacles you faced, and people that are experiencing that now, what would be some advice you would give to them to get through it professionally?
Yeah. I think patience is always an obstacle in life. So to remain patient but resilient towards like moving forward, because there's like a difficult balance in this. You gotta keep pushing,
right?
But also know where it's things that you can't control, so focus on what you can control. I think being strategic is very important. Also strategic for you as your personality, what works for your personality.
Right. So speaking of strategy, I read that you have a business finance background.
Yeah.
So what was your plan before the music thing took off?
It was never a plan. I think I chose that at that moment because it was like I'm a little bit of a minimalist to some things, so that was quite easy for me. I'm good with those things, and when it comes to math and those type of things, it's easy for me because there's only one solution.
It's like binary. You're a binary guy.
I'm not sure what that means, but
it's zero or one or the other. Has it helped your musical career?
I think it helps with understanding that the things you can't control, you can't focus on. Because in the entertainment business, there's a lot of factors you can't control.
So many. You never had one of those, like, I made it moments. What is one of those, like, wow, this is fucking crazy moments that you remember?
I mean, EDC was pretty crazy. It was nice to be back after 2 years. I think in general I have that maybe in the beginning of the career, the first 4 years, not so much. Then always like too much focus on the future. But now I'm just enjoying it, I've achieved everything I wanted to achieve. So now everything that's bonus.
Dude, I love that mindset, man. That's awesome. So you just released about a week ago, Sad Boy?
Yeah, a few weeks ago with Ava Max and Jonas Blue and Kylie.
I love all of them.
Yeah, no, it's cool. A great vocal performance, of course. Ava and Kylie is phenomenal. Jonas.
So how did this song come about?
Got the demo, sent it to Ava. Ava liked it. We're like, let's add someone else to it. Added Kylie to it. Then I was like, it feels like it can use something. Was chatting with Jonas, sent it to Jonas, all via the internet. Was quite efficient, actually. COVID made things pretty efficient.
With like sending parts and
cost effective and work effective.
It's true. You don't need studio. You don't need to get everyone in a studio anymore.
No, what's nice about it, so I think there's always a sort of a pressure if you have to be together. Imagine, we all meet in one day. He flies from the UK, I fly from Dubai. Let's say Ava's already in LA and Kylie, and maybe one's going to be jet lagged. We all going to be on different frequencies. So now you can be on your own frequency.
So when did you guys cut this song and finish it?
I think it was finished around maybe August or something.
So the timing could not have been better. You know about the whole Sad Boy season thing?
I don't actually know this.
You don't? This is the prime Sad Boy season. And one of our guys from Barstool actually coined that term. So when that song dropped, it was like...
Sad Boy.
It's like an anthem now.
Sad Men.
Yes, exactly. Sad Men. The guy's name is John Feilberg. He's a very sad man.
Okay.
He's gonna love that we brought this up. Actually, that's the new single. We got 3 months left in the year. Is there anything we can expect to close out 2021 for you?
I got one more record coming.
Nice.
Maybe I'll do another banger at the end of the year, just before New Year.
You tease it at all, or is it hush
hush? No, hush hush. Yeah, that's it. Gonna finish my tour. EDC Orlando last show. It's gonna be my last show of the year.
When is that?
I think 12 November.
December?
Yeah.
Oh, November?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got like 2 more shows, Vegas and Boston.
And then are you back to Europe?
Back to Europe and Dubai, and that's it.
What's your favorite part about coming to the United States?
And of course, America's special with these amazing big festivals. We are lucky enough to have one of the best festival producers here in America.
Who's that?
Insomniac's one of the best, Yeah.
Great guys.
Yeah.
Great crew.
Yeah. So it's always special, and it's also nice to stay in one country where you can make a tour.
All right. What about 2022? What can we expect? New album on the way?
Yeah, it will be a new album. It's almost finished.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that'll be your third, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of delay because of vocals. So I'll finish that. And I hope to finish another one in 2022 and maybe release it at the end of the year or go for the next year. I want to be quite quick.
I'm going to rattle off some rapid fire questions, they're
Let's go.
called. So the first thing that comes to mind, answer. You don't have to go into big detail.
Yeah.
It's few word answers. You ready? Favorite festival to play?
I love EDC, Tomorrowland, all the festivals in Thailand, Japan, China.
Failed the first question.
No problem.
One answer. Just joking.
Nah.
What's the most played song on your Spotify right now?
I have no clue, to be honest. I don't play that much music. You would be surprised.
Really?
Yeah, because when I DJ now, when I'm on tour, I never play or in general when I produce don't get my mind clouded. But I was like playing the Queen album a lot, Radio Gaga and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is very well produced.
Best restaurant in the world you've ever been to?
I love Cheese Baka in LA. It's very good.
Your first real job growing up?
I used to do to get the strawberries from the field.
You used to pick strawberries?
Yeah.
No shit. Blonde or brunette?
Haha. Brunette, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really look at that stuff.
F1 or football?
Is football soccer or?
Yeah. I didn't want to say soccer and look like a...
I think soccer for me then. No,
Yeah.
I like both.
Yeah?
I like all sports. I like competitiveness, I also like watching more boxing or MMA or that type of stuff I like.
Jordans or Yeezys?
I actually wear Yeezys more often than Jordans, unfortunately.
There's
so
your answer.
Probably is,
This is a rapper question. Biggie or Tupac?
I think I listened more to Tupac, but I like both. Biggie has a really good voice too.
That's good. Kanye or Drake?
I think Drake for me.
Okay. Favorite movie?
I love Dune, the new one. It was phenomenal.
So good.
Yeah, I thought it was audiovisually very good.
You saw it in the theater or at home?
At a home theater, yeah.
All right, that's baller
Yeah.
answer. Weirdest quirk? You know what
What's a
is?
quirk?
It's like a strange tendency you have that people might be like annoyed by or something.
Well, I don't like when anyone touch my laptop.
There
Maybe
you go.
Don't touch it.
That's a weird quirk. What's a trend you'd like to see disappear forever?
Oh, I don't like this voice. Because sometimes I go on Instagram and it's this, my neighbor, the computer voice. I dislike it a lot. It's like for the TikTok trends.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that voice so much.
What's something you still have on your bucket list that you need to do?
It's always like this dream of like going to the Himalaya mountains. But I'm scared of heights, so.
Would you hike?
Not really. I don't
Everest?
like heights. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I love that movie just because of that. But I think I can do it with the endurance. But the height thing is for me.
Are you a better singer or dancer?
None.
Neither?
No.
Would you ever feature yourself on one of your own songs?
Feature myself. So doing my own vocals.
Yeah, like Calvin Harris.
Fuck. Autotune need to step it. Like needs to get like to the Autotune 7.0.
All right. Last question because you fly so much.
Yeah.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Oh, window for sure.
Window?
Yeah.
Good answer. I'm a
Yeah.
window guy too.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Best of luck in 2022 in the new year.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.
Mic drop.